Hello friends, welcome to a new lecture today on esophagus MCQ session. Right, previous year question session. Fine. Best result, question number 1. Best result in esophageal carcinoma in situ is with. If you see, best result is with endoscopic mucosal resection. Okay, best result of this is esophageal carcinoma in situ. It is not advanced cancer. Okay, in esophageal carcinoma in situ, we can do either the endoscopic mucosal resection or esophagectomy. So, esophagectomy has many morbidity. It can lead to morbidity. But endoscopic mucosal resection has the best result among both. Whereas the others like transhiatal esophagectomy, transthoracic esophagectomy are the procedures for esophageal carcinoma and not for esophageal carcinoma in situ. Next, characteristic feature of lymph nodal involvement on endoscopic ultrasonography in carcinoma esophagus is. Okay, endoscopic ultrasonography features of malignant lymph nodes are, you can see, echo is poor. There is hypoechoic structures, well defined, round shape and size more than 1 centimeter. Malignant lymph nodes are seen as hypoechoic structures, well defined borders, round shape and size more than 1 centimeter. So here you see round shape. They are not sharp borders. There are well defined borders. They are hypoechoic, not hyperechoic, and the size is more than 1 centimeter, not less than 1 centimeter. So answer here is round contour. Then most commonly used chemotherapeutic regimen for carcinoma esophagus is mainly cisplatin based chemotherapy. Most commonly we use 5-fluorouracil with cisplatin is used. Then, which of the following is not used in palliation of carcinoma esophagus? So, we will see the options. Self-expanding stents are used for palliation in carcinoma esophagus. Photodynamic therapy and laser therapy are also used. Endoscopic mucosal resection is not used for the palliation of carcinoma esophagus. Then, T-staging of esophagus is best done for. For TNM staging, the best investigation which you do for TNM staging of esophagus is endoscopic ultrasonography. Then question number 6. Most common site of carcinoma esophagus is. See, the most common site of carcinoma esophagus is middle 1/3. Okay, in the middle 1/3, most common type of carcinoma esophagus is squamous cell carcinoma. In the lower 1/3, most common type of carcinoma esophagus is adenocarcinoma. Most common cause of carcinoma esophagus in India and in worldwide is squamous cell carcinoma, most commonly in the middle 1/3. Whereas most common carcinoma in Western countries like United States of America is adenocarcinoma. Then question number 7. Commonest site of carcinoma esophagus in India. In India and world it is lower 1/3 of esophagus, middle 1/3 of esophagus, which is squamous cell carcinoma. Then next question, most common complication of placing a stent in carcinoma esophagus is. For carcinoma esophagus advanced stages, we can put a self-expanding metallic stent. The most common complication is migration, is the most common complication of placing stent. Lymph node metastasis in carcinoma esophagus is best detected by. For lymph node metastasis or tumor, we will use endoscopic ultrasonography. Then question number 8. Most common site of squamous cell carcinoma esophagus is. Squamous cell carcinoma esophagus most commonly seen in middle 1/3. Question number 9. Treatment of advanced esophageal cancer is. Advanced esophageal cancer. Treatment of advanced esophageal cancer is, because it is advanced, we should do palliation. Okay, so you will give chemoradiation followed by palliative en bloc resection. Okay, because it is advanced, it is difficult to manage it, so we do palliation. Then question number 10. Transhiatal esophagectomy was planned for adenocarcinoma of lower esophagus. The approach would be in the following order. Transhiatal esophagectomy for lower end of esophagus. Okay, transhiatal esophagectomy is Oringer technique. So in this, first you will open abdomen followed by neck. Okay, so we have 3 types of esophagectomy. One, we have Oringer's esophagectomy, Oringer's transhiatal esophagectomy, where the incision is first in abdomen followed by neck. Whereas we have Ivor-Lewis esophagectomy, which is 2-staged procedure where we give 2 incisions, one first in the abdomen followed by thorax. In McCune transhiatal, total 3-stage operation where we give 3 incisions, one in abdomen, second in thorax, and third in neck. So, thank you guys for watching my lecture. Thank you.